Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Jazz, and today I'm going to give you some tips about wedding dress shopping. So I am engaged. I'm getting married in July of this year, 2021. So I just wanted to share my experience with wedding dress shopping, and hopefully some of these tips would help you guys when you guys go. So my first tip would be to make sure you Yelp and check Google reviews on the bridal boutique that you're gonna go to. So for me, that was really important because I wanna know, how are the employees or bridal stylists treating their customers? You know, are they treating them with respect? Are they, on time? Do they have manners? Because you're booking this individual hour or couple hours with this stylist. You want to know that you're going to be taken care of because you're spending a ton of money on a dress. You want to make sure that customer service is on point. So that's tip number one. Okay, and piggybacking off of that tip, you want to make sure you find the right bridal stylist. So what I like to do is go through the Yelp reviews from like a year or two out, the most recent ones, and I like to go see who are the bridal stylists that people recommend. So if someone's like, oh, Jackie did such a good job, like I like Jackie, she really helped me find the dress of my dreams, and then I go again, oh, Jackie was amazing, like highly recommend Jackie, and I keep seeing requests for Jackie, I'm gonna call and request Jackie to be my bridal stylist. So that's what I did. I went to go look and then go off that. Oh, and one more thing, if you have a preference for male or female, make sure you make that preference known, because they are kind of like all up in your business. Like when you're trying on your clothes, you don't really have a bra, or if you have your jelly bra, and then they have to zip it from the back and clip you in. So if you do have like a preference for a female, make sure you let that be known. And tip number 2, bring honest friends. And I'm gonna say honest friends because I have this one friend that always says yes to everything. So if I try something on, she's like, yes, like I love that, yes. And then something else, yes, that looks good, yes. But I'm like, give me some feedback, a little bit of honesty, like, yes, but I don't like those colors, or yes, like, but that should be a little bit longer, or it could be tighter there. So that's what I mean by bringing honest friends. You want people to be honest with you and tell you like, oh, I love that dress, but what do you think about, the floral down there? It kind of looks tropical. Do you like that? Like, you want to bring people who are going to keep it real with you and tell you the truth, because that's what I want, and that's what I want to be to someone else. Someone who, kind of catches my vibe. If I feel like I really love this dress, but, I kind of feel a little iffy about this, what do you think? And then they tell me that, well, I think this and this and this, this and this and that. I want you to be honest with me. This is a really expensive dress and I want it to look good, and I want myself to love it 100,000%. So you need your friends to keep it real with you. So bring honest friends. So tip number 3. Tip number 3 would be to do your hair and do your makeup. And I'm not saying do like, an updo and curl your hair and do it up. I'm saying like, if you have straight hair and it's a little frizzy that day, run the straightener through it. If you have curly hair, put some curl cream in it. Do your hair a little bit so you can kind of just feel a little put together. And unless you're like a boho chic bride where you're just like super hippie and you just don't wear makeup and you're just like au natural, like, okay, forget doing your makeup. But for everyone else, if you plan on wearing makeup that day of your wedding, definitely wear a little bit of makeup when you go to your wedding dress shopping. So put a little bit of eyeshadow, or put on some eyelashes, put on some lipstick, put a little bit of blush, put some highlighter in, just a little bit, because you kind of want to feel, like into it when you try on your dress. When I try on my dress, I want to envision myself like, okay, like I could see myself in this dress, like, okay, like, you kind of like look at yourself like, okay, my highlights there. Like I can see myself. Like I'm gonna look like this on my wedding day. Like I look cute. You know, you want to get into it. So for me, at least, if I go without makeup and my hair's all crazy and I try on dresses, I'm just not gonna feel as good as I would have if I did have makeup and did my hair. So it just raises, you know, your spirits a little bit. Like, okay, like look at me, like I look cute. You know, like you want to feel yourself when you're trying on your dresses. You want to just, you know, have good positive vibes. So do your hair and do your makeup, at least just a little bit. So when you try on your dress, you can envision yourself on your wedding day. So tip number 4. Tip number 4, it's the hairstylist in me. I'm going to say bring a hair tie. And why bring this little hair tie? It is because for me, at least, I don't know what my hair is going to be like until I find my dress. So I'm like, if my dress is like kind of up here, I'm going to wear my hair up. If my dress is down here, I'm going to wear my hair down. That might just be the hairstylist in me, but I like to have the option of having this hair tie to do that. When I went to go try on my dress, I did not have a hair tie and I was so mad because I was like, wait, this would kind of look cute if my hair was up, but I didn't have a hair tie to necessarily hold my hair up. So I was like in the mirror doing this, like trying to see like, okay, I think, you know? So have this little guy on hand because you never know, it might help you again envision what you would look like on your wedding day. So bring a hair tie. Okay, so tip number 5. Bring your jelly bra if you got one and your undergarments. Like if you wear Spanx, you wear girdles, you got padded nipple stickers, you got those bras that like lift you up and hold you down or like go this way. Like bring a jelly bra. And if you don't know what a jelly bra is, chicken cutlets, girl, these are it. Jelly bras. They don't have any straps or anything. They straight up stick to you like glue. They hold them together. You know the business. Bring a jelly bra because, again, that will help you envision your wedding day. You know, you want the girls up and saying hello to everybody. So get your jelly bra, get your girdle if that's what you wear and you have one or plan on wearing one, you know, just to tuck it in a little bit for myself and keep it tight. So it helped me again envision what I'm gonna look like. Bring the jelly bra, bring your nipple stickers, whatever you got going on, because it's gonna help you look the way you want to look when you try on your dress. Tip number 6. Tip number 6 is to try on different gown styles. So for me, I had like this one style in my head that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a dress like this. Like this is a dress I'm gonna get. I only save this type of dresses. But what made my dress shopping experience fun was that I tried on all types of dresses. I tried on dresses that were out of my comfort zone, dresses that I would say hell no to. But when I tried it on and I was like, okay, you know, I was feeling myself, like had these big bridal gowns, and it just made shopping experience fun. And I feel like when your bridesmaids are around or when your mom's around and they see you in all these different types of dresses, it's like, wow, like, oh, that's cute. Like, you know, this is just a fun experience, seeing you in different kinds of dresses and then seeing yourself in different kinds of dresses. You know, you never know what you like. You know, when you see something on a hanger, you're like, I don't know. But when you put it on and it hugs you in the right places, you're like, I like this. So you just never know what dress you're gonna end up with until you try on a lot of them. So try on different styles. Okay, tip number 7. Tip number 7 is to try on the veils, try on all the accessories, all their little diamond belts, try on all of it. There's no other place where you can go into and be like, oh, you got veils I could try on with this. Like, you made a reservation and you're there, they have you for that time being. That is the place where you want to try on everything. So possible dresses or the dress you said yes to, make sure you try on everything with it, because you again want to envision what you may possibly look like on your wedding day. So try on the veil, put it on, see what you look like, get the whole look. And you're like, you know what, maybe I don't want a veil. You would never have known unless you tried it on. You know, try on the belt. Maybe I like this belt, or maybe I want a bigger belt. You didn't think you wanted one. So make sure you try on all the accessories while you're there. trying on your wedding dress or trying on any of the dresses there. And you know, that will help you figure out what you want to look like. So try on the accessories and try on the veils. So tip number 8. My 8th tip would be, make sure, you know, whoever's with you will take pictures and videos of you. So my mom is super into her phone. She was taking pictures of everything. Like, I'll put on a new dress and it'd be like, toot, toot, toot. Every angle, my mom was like, toot. She even stood up on the furniture and was like, toot. And I was like, you know, just like making sure I look cute. And I'm like, did you get it from that angle? You just want to, you know, soak it all in, and you know, later all you have is pictures like, oh, I remember when I went with my mom or my bridesmaids and we went wedding dress shopping, like, oh, this is a picture, like, I love it, like, it reminds me of the time when blah blah blah. You know, it's just something memorable to have. And then also you can even compare dresses like that. And then so what's also really important about videos for the dress, so the dress that I said yes to, my mom took a bunch of pictures of that. And then I even had her record me walking, you know, walking down and then walking back. I made her record me from the back side, the front side, so I can see what I look like and what I would look like on my wedding day. So after I looked at the videos and I was like, okay, heck yes, like this is my dress for sure. Like, it fit me in the right places. It looked exactly like how I wanted to. And when you're walking and you're moving, you know, you get a better visual than a still picture. So definitely have videos and pictures on hand of possible wedding dresses. And then for sure, if you said yes to the wedding dress, make sure you get a ton of videos of that. My mom even stood on the little ottoman and was like recording me from above, and I was just like, that's my mom. So that's tip number 8. Make sure you get pictures and videos. So tip number 9. Tip number 9 would be, if you feel so about your dress, do not buy it and do not say yes. So if you feel like 95% yes, 5% no, don't get it. If it's even a 1% no or questionable, don't get it. Because later in the night, you're gonna go to bed and you're gonna think like, dang, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have got that dress. And it's gonna like bother you. For me, at least, I will think about stuff when I buy stuff that I'm not 100% yes about. I'll think about it and I'll be like, dang, I don't know, I could have found something better, you know? So do not get the dress if you feel so any question marks about your dress. When you find your dress, you will 100% feel like, yes, this is my dress. So do not buy it if you feel a little bit of so. Okay. So tip number 10. My tip number 10 is, if you have a budget, which I believe everyone should have a budget, unless you're balling crazy and you don't need a budget. But if you do have a budget, know the unknown cost factors. And what I mean by that is taxes. Do not forget about taxes. And then do not forget about alterations if needed. So here is my wedding dress receipt. My budget, I'm gonna be real, was $1,400. That's just what I felt like, okay, I'm gonna spend $1,400 on my dress and that's it. So this is where I messed up. I forgot about taxes and I forgot about alterations, possibly. So even my bridal stylist was like, oh, like there's other dresses, you know, a little bit above your price range if you want to check those out. And I was like, hell no. In my head I said that, but I was like, no thank you, like that's my budget. So I was like firm. I stayed, $1,400 is my budget, but do not forget taxes and possible alterations. So if your budget is $1,400, you might want to go below some to stay in that zone if you want to pay $1,400 out the door. Okay, so my dress right here, $1,385 right there, $1,385. Now do not forget another thing, there's a shipping fee. Okay, so shipping fee. Sometimes people can just buy dresses right off the rack and be like, this is my dress, I'm walking out with it, you know? But a lot of dresses, they're custom made. They come from France, they come from Europe. Wherever they come from, they got to get made for you and then sent over. So there's a shipping fee. So that was $50, okay? And then the tax was right here, $121.19. $121.19. Okay, and I know it sounds like, oh, it's just $100, it's just $50, but if you keep saying, oh, it's just $100, it's just $50, that will add up. And if you know for the wedding, every $50, every $100, later on you look at your math and you're like, hold up, that was $3,000 over my budget, you know? So every little dollar counts, and I'm gonna say that because it does, especially with weddings and how much things cost for a wedding. Every little dollar counts. So if your budget is $1,400, you might want to be looking at dresses in the $1,200 or $1,000 range, okay? Even lower, I don't even know, okay? I'm just telling you my experience. So on top of that, alterations. What I didn't know is how much alterations can cost you. So I haven't had my alterations yet for my dress. It will be next week. But when I was on the phone with them, they were like, oh yeah, it's gonna cost around $400 to $600 for an alteration. That's on average what a bride will spend. And I was like, $400, $600. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. So of course I'm just like, okay, thank you. But in my head I'm thinking like, damn, $400, $600, what are they gonna do to my dress? But do not forget about alterations. Like I said, some people can walk out the door off the rack with the clothes and don't need alterations. But you know, for some people you do, like it's too long or it's too loose here or this needs to get fixed or I don't really like that. So I said yes, and that's $400 to $600 on top of it. So if you're staying in budget, you might want to go down some unless you're buying it off the rack. And for those of you who think like, okay, well, there's other places you could have shopped, because I just went straight to my bridal boutique to get it altered there. For me personally, if I'm going to spend a lot of money, I want to make sure it's done right and it's done by the professionals. I was weary of going to like a little hole in the wall and being like, oh, do you do dresses? And then, like, you know, coming out with my dress all butchered. Like, I didn't pay $1,400 for it to get messed up. So if you want to look outside of your bridal boutique that you bought it to, feel free to do so, but make sure you read the Yelp reviews again and feel comfortable that they've done wedding dresses, because it is a different kind of art. There's so many layers to your dress, and you know, the lace is just extravagant, or the beading, whatever. You want to make sure it's done right. So take into factor the tax and the alterations when buying your dress. Okay, this is a little bonus tip after you find your dress. So I'm gonna say tip number 11 or something. So after you find your wedding dress, what you want to do is unfollow all the little bridal boutiques that you follow on Instagram. On my social media, when I got engaged, I followed all the hashtags, wedding dress, wedding this, wedding that. So after I found my dress, I would still see these dresses and I would just like keep scrolling and I'd be like, wait, that's kind of cute. Like, I like that in the dress. And I'll be like, hold on. And I'll start thinking about my dress, and then I'll go look at my picture of my dress and I'll be like, I don't know now. So the thing is, if you unfollow all those things, you won't think about wedding dresses and you will stay, you know, 100% satisfied with the dress you have. I love my dress. I love my dress so much, 100,000%. But the fact that other dresses kept popping up on my timeline, confusing me, like, no. So I unfollowed all of them and it got my head straight, like, okay, my dress is my dress. I'm not confused. So make sure you unfollow all those little wedding hashtag dress things, because that will just confuse you and steer you away from what beautiful gown you have already purchased. So that was my +1 tip. All right, you guys, those were all my tips for wedding dress shopping. I hope you enjoyed them or you took a little something away from it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a bride-to-be, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.